Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So it's down to business here. Well, if there's one player that stands out in this lineup, it has to be Frank Lampard, a leader, a conductor, and on so many occasions a match winner, Jim.
Yeah, he'll have a critical role to play here, Peter. He's so important. I think he's going to occupy a central position, starting as either a deep-line playmaker or central midfielder, but with such a good engine.
He goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short, and this is it. Eto! Not a bad try by any means. Looking for options for movement. Capello has a look and plays it forward. Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, and one more try! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
I doubt very much that this was in the street. He's having a pop! And he's managed to gift it back. And it's Ibrahimovic, and this is Eto. Lampard. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Valverde. Now it's Forlan. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Zanetti. And it's Rivaldo. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cleared without hesitation.
Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Rivaldo, and a chance! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He won't be happy with that one. Eto. And this is Lampard. Here's found. Can he finish? It's a goal! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Pete.
It's Eto! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Eto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Aimed beyond the defence. Pele. Eto. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. And that is the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona looking composed, content, comfortable. leading 2-0 at half-time. So, into the second half. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And he's quick to get rid. Marquinhos. And it's Rivaldo. Rivaldo! And that's a sharp finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. Johor Darul Tazim cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Vieira. And this is Ibrahimovic. And that has been knocked clear. Johor Darul Tazim can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, that's a key interception. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Can he get it through? Vieira.
The attendance
Barcelona suddenly appear frail.
628.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps.
And chance for a shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 20, Ibrahimovic.
So the manager can make a change
Number
for the first
18,
time in the game here.
Pele.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's on it, can he get away?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Busquets is the team's great visionary. And he is deftly away. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Barcelona with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Vieira. Zanetti. Here's Vitinha. Tries to play it through. Deftly away. Can he get on the end of this? Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. And it's been played through. Big chance!
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
It's Rivaldo! That is decidedly lacking. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Rivaldo. Vitinha. Great vision. Mbappe! And that's it! They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Eto'o claiming them. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
I think Frank Lampard will be key here, Peter. He's certainly going to be asked to do an awful lot. Recycling, distributing, and of course running box to box.
Yeah, we'll all keep an eye out, won't we, for those trademark arrivals into the opposition penalty area.
Yeah, those late runs which made him one of the most productive midfielders England has ever produced.
It's Pele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Gullit. This is a promising build-up. Luis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Might be danger here. Pele. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's well spotted. Van Dijk has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Neither side yet able to find the net. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Gullit. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, this looks sharp. Pele. And here's Suarez. And it's Luis Suarez. Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. That's a cute ball. Ibrahimovic. And here's Gullit. Nice looking ball. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Thuram. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Gullit. Lovely, now then. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Hazard. Chiellini deals with that comfortably. And he thumps it clear. And this is Eto'o. Can he get it through? Well, he is slightly undercooked, that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Suarez. Pele with the clearance. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Hazard. A nice sequence of passes this. Picked out brilliantly. Szoboszlai plays it in. And he's heaved it away. And that brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Just a
Views
quick
on the first
reminder
half?
today, please
Well, I think
refrain
from the
from
manager's
talking
viewpoint,
outside
Peter,
the stadium.
he'll be demanding
Thank you very
more
much
from his
for your
team during the
cooperation.
break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're off again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pele, and it's Ibrahimovic. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hazard! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Hazard is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Let's a look and place it forward. No, that's been intercepted. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Ibrahimovic, and he's whipped it across. Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. Luis Suarez, all the way back. Check, the great organiser of defence. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but
It's Pele! But he's left disappointed.
yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
And here's Hullet. Oh, that's a decent chance! He doesn't look too happy with that. Lampard. And this is Eto'o.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he can clear it away. Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Chiellini.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Hazard. Hazard.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now, can they get him away? Zanetti, now the cross. That's going to go a long way. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Many thanks to Jim. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does, the perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Oh, he's one-on-one! Tries a shot! And that's a good finish. Two, and we've barely begun here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Penang are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to...
Can he finish? Mbappe! Irrepressible! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Penang are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Penang find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. And this is Puskás! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Pass is just off target. Costa Curta. Iniesta. Opts for safety. Stam. Bullet. Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Capello. A probing pass. Well read, nice interception. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Iniesta. Lampard. And it's Capello. 5 minutes till the break. Out of play for a goal kick. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. Now it's Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And this is Eto'o. Oh, now he can run away with it. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to it.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday. Substitution.
So let's get the ball rolling.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Goes looking wide. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbappe! Capello. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Stam defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now, can they get him away? And Hullet! And a neat finish! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And here's Mbappe. And he's got away from it. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hazard is offering a right smile there.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That is a brilliant interception. Now he's got space here. Oh, delightful ball. And this is... He's had a shot! And there's a goal! Barcelona are back in business! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Pirlo going forward into the last 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's had it nicked away. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Hazard.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
So that's it. It is all over. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Germany have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become...
Shot, surely! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, at least his thinking was very good, Peter. Probably thought he hit the target, judging by his reaction.
Nicely shaped ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Can he get on the end of this? Elects to cross, and a header! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
Superb timing to generate that power, through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So, a breakthrough already. And the return pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good ball out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rummenigge, forced to go back. It's Pele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Germany with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, such a clever touch.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now that's well seen too. Played back. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Van Dijk. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good climb! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Xavi. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cannavaro simply refused to be out. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Germany, number 14, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
So we're underway for the second half.
Is number 18.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Searching passes played there. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He has a look up. Pele. Lampard. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Soboslai. Now who's going to be first to this? Lampard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Shevchenko. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Germany have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
This looks promising. Shevchenko! No, not quite.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution for Germany, number 5.
So we have movement on both
Number
benches.
7, Shevchenko. Coming on the field, number 22, Nedved. Number 11, Didier
Pedri, the
Drogba.
magician in chief, his
Substitution.
feet twinkling.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Soboslai. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Pedri. And a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Pedri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's been taken short. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's heaved it away. 75 minutes played. And it's Pedri. Look at the space, shoots! And that could come back to haunt them.
Eto is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Corner number 2 then. Hazard with the short one. And that's played in... Oh, shooting chance! Now it's Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though. Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Van Dijk. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pedri. Threads one in. Oh, no joy this time.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's hit the woodwork and out! And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
It is now time for our special lottery.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
What a frustration, Peter. Even after the goal, no real change.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So things are under... And he shoots! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Celtic with the corner, there first. And Dijk with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Pele. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Played into space. That is good alertness. Pirlo. Ambitious ball here. And Dijk cuts it out. And smartly reclaimed. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Aimed beyond the defence.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Vitinha going forward. Valverde. Adriano. He's going for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Stam getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Eto'o. Oh, great chance! He's had a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong, and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
And it's Valverde. Nice sequence of passes, this. Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Chips it through. He is through here! And he thumps it clear. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
Goes for a shot! And no mistake! And they're threatening to fly away here! So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Not the most accurate pass. Cruyff. Half-time getting close now. De Jong. Mbappe. Header! He will be livid with himself.
Celtic really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. The message is clear, none shall pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. That's rather hopeful. It's a poor throw that, kicked off with relative ease. Xavi finds himself offside. Van Dijk. Cannavaro. And the referee has signalled for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Barcelona really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have got another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Barcelona looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
Second period is underway. Cruyff. It's a pretty loose pass. Barcelona
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! It's a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Celtic cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Xavi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Valverde. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Celtic are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Van Dijk. Busquets, he is the team's great visionary, looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, this is there's the shot! It's run loose. That's another chance. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Jong producing a good steal there, showing a good level. That could spell trouble.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He has found a way through. That's put paid to the danger.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Deftly away. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Oh, this looks sharp.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Ibrahimovic. Number 18,
And he can clear it away.
Pele. Number 15,
And he's
Xavi.
there to retrieve it.
Coming on the field, number 9, Mbappe. Number 8,
Van Dijk
Hazard.
makes a dash for it.
Number 24, Pedri.
It's a shade optimistic. And that'll be a goal kick. Well, he's done very well to take that back. That's a cute ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And this is Eto'o. And he's let fly. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Thuram. And it's Pedri. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management.
Tries from distance. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Gives it back. This is a promising build-up. Pedri, who can single-handedly make a difference.
1 minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Oh, it's Dembele. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Thoughts on what we've just
Hello,
seen?
everybody,
Well, Peter,
and
this
please
was
join
probably
me in
more
wishing a happy
slugfest than
wedding
a game
anniversary
of
for one
football,
our
but I
fan
actually
club
found it
members.
very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe! Oh, it's Dembele.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Ibrahimovic. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. De Jong. Good ball, good take. Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now they can clear their lines. No way through. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. First quarter of an hour gone. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And they've got rid. And it's Vitinha. Searching pass he's played there. Vitinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Look at the space here. Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has been cut short. Van Dijk is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. It's a sharp pass.
Celtic really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, this looks sharp. That's been cut out, well played. Maldini. Cruyff. Maldini. And he's managed to get rid. Barcelona can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Great chance! Mbappe! Irrepressible! About as smooth as it gets. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Celtic have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
So intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Oh, sweet feet.
Drills one in. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Capello plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Nicely worked.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Eto'o.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro.
Defending was strong and firm. Dembele. There he goes, motoring forward.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Probing pass. That is a great pick out. That's really well cleared. Pedri clipped into space.
Shot a goal!
And that's a sharp finish.
They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that is all they have time for. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 5, Frenkie de Jong. Number 23, Vitinha. Coming on the field, number 16, Ferrin. Number 10, Messi. Substitution in progress.
So it's back to business. Stam. Capello is always looking to break lines. Tries to play it through. And he can clear it away. But they've got it again. Pedri.
Eto'o.
Lampard. Van Dijk makes the interception. Cruyff. And he cuts out the supply. Pirlo. Now, can they get him away? The ball goes in.
Oh, shooting chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most...
It's Dembele! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Messi! Messi!
Well taken goal.
That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So again, we have parity. Shapes to shoot!
He's got away with one there.
Celtic are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 7, Mbappe.
So we have movement on
Coming
both
on
benches.
To replace him is number 8, Rodrigo. Substitutions taking place.
Valverde. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Spread neatly. And it's Cruyff. Messi, a player so
Deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
well timed, excellent interception. Passing nice and neat. Takes a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Valverde. And here's Rodrigo.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Capello is there to clear. He's shifting through the gears here. This looks... It's Eto'o! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Valverde. And it's Cannavaro. Dembele. And he shoots! Cleared without hesitation. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Not the most accurate pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There's the shot! Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Aimed beyond the defence. Well read, nice interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Celtic clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Van Dijk. Eto'o is onto it in a flash. Cruyff. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Support for our charity fund.
No winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference.